Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The title of this lesson is going to be For Your Redemption Draweth Nigh. For your redemption draweth nigh, right? And what's redemption? Redemption is essentially our salvation. You know, it's near, it's very close, it's not around the corner, it's not up the street. It's like we're a few steps away, approaching salvation. You know, the signs are here, the signs are there. You know, we see the Lord's prophecies coming to pass at an alarming rate. You know, you see Jake, average 2/3 out there seeing what time it is. You know, everybody got a sense of, the world coming to an end, with all of this atrocities happening all at the same time. We have financial collapse, economic collapse happening. We got rumors of wars happening. Israel is threatening Iran. You know, you got Russia threatening America for helping out Ukraine. You know, China in the mix. You know, so things are happening. Things are happening. We still got these pestilence and plagues. The value of the dollar is decreasing. So all the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall. We're at the point to where Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to destroy this place. So look up, man. Keep your head up to the sky. Continuously be confident. Being confident in his faith, confident in his word, right? So the first scripture I want to bring out is Luke chapter 21. I'm going to start at verse 22. Now, this is pretty much getting into the time of 70 AD, when Jerusalem was ransacked by the Romans, right? But it can apply, to the upcoming prophecies. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 22. It says, "For these be the days of vengeance, that all things that are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people." That's right. Because there's going to also be a famine in the land. A lack of food, a lack of water. And we already see these things happening now. Bill Gates, he's pretty much taken over the farming industry. All the seeds have to be mingled with GMO seeds. He's also talking about implanting the foods, I believe poultry, with the vaccination. So this devil, is showing his horns. So when there's a lack of food and water out here, when there's martial law troops up and down these streets, and you got to get low, woe unto you who are with child in those days. Can you imagine a pissy little baby crying? How can you be quiet when you got a pissy little baby crying in your arms? That's going to be a green light for these soldiers to take you up. So these are the times that we're approaching. Handmaid's tale times, right? Women are going to become commodities. They walk around with all of this pride. They walk around with all this masculinity. Well, let's see how you behave in that time. It's verse 24, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, just distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken." That's right, the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Men's heart failing them for fear. So we are approaching these harsh realities, man. We have the hope for elect. We meditate upon these scriptures. We meditate upon these prophecies coming to pass. The most preparation we can do is just have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and hope and pray he has mercy upon us in that day. But when it comes to individuals who did nothing for the Lord, they can't hold a candle to a flame. It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with a power and great glory. That cloud is in representation of the chariot. The cloud is in representation of the chariots. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Our salvation, man. Our salvation draweth nigh. So we see, these events leading up to this particular day. We see these events leading up to this particular day. I want to jump. Matter of fact, let me keep going. It says, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. So what, the signs are there, right? Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. And we are in that current generation right now. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. And so that day come upon you unawares. That's right. That's why it's important to measure the times diligently within itself. Pay attention to the prophecies, pay attention to the current events, watch over the brotherhood. We got to keep our eyes single, be circumspect so we don't get caught at unawares. Because if you tapped into the world, if you focused into the world, you're going to lose sight to what's actually going on. You're going to miss out on current events. You're going to miss out on prophecies. You're going to miss out on Israel looking to go into Iran. You're going to miss out on Russia targeting America because they're helping Ukraine. You're going to miss out on the economic collapse. You're going to see how Russia's now in league with Saudi Arabia. And we know the petrodollar became firm because we got our oil from who? Saudi Arabia. The dollar is being devalued at an alarming rate. These are the times that we're living in. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. That's right. It's going to be a trap to everybody who don't know what's going on. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right? Let me get nearer than we believe. That's right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far. That's right. Let's get into that. We know the time. It is high time to awake out of sleep. How do we know it's high time? Because of what's happening on a global scale. In order to see the strength of a particular kingdom, just look at its money. Just look at its economy. Look at its financial system. If it's weak, guess what? That kingdom is weak. And America's weak. America's weak. So that we know it's the time. Just based on the money. Right? Because you already know what comes next. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. That's why we got to wake out of the slumber of the American dream, man. We got to wake up out of that slumber. Celebrating these wicked holidays, just being trapped in the matrix. Got to come up out of that. And the only way we could come up out of it is by what? Real quick, let me get Micah chapter 2, verse 10. And it reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. That's right. The scriptures is telling us to depart spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We can't depart physically, man. Our faith has to be tested. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, we have to depart from the philosophies of this society. We have to depart Like the scriptures say, be not entangled with the affairs of this life. So ye may please him who have chosen you to be a soldier. So we don't want to get ourselves into situations that's too hard to get ourselves out of, pertaining to this world. You know, let's jump back to Romans 13 and 11. Romans 13 and 11. It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. That's right, let's put on the armor of light, which is this truth. This is the instruction. This is the gateway to the kingdom of heaven. You got people out there that just take the scriptures as a history book, or what happened back then, as if it don't apply to today. And then you may have some individuals who understand that it applies to today, and still don't move in the scriptures to the best of their ability. They still niggas in Babylon. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, always at the bar. Right? Always at the bar having a good time. Not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Because that's all alluding to what the flesh. That's all what feeding your distractions. Being in this faith, we have to starve our distractions, man. Of course, you don't want to be out of balance. You have to find your perfect balance within this faith. But you don't want to overindulge into the flesh. Having undisciplined eyes. Everything that you see, you have to purchase. Every beautiful woman you see, you just got to have her. We can't be in that spirit. We can't be in that spirit. It's just not in strife and envying, because them demons is going to test you too. Try to pull you out of character to fight, It says, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. How do we do that? By focusing on the spirit. What's of the spirit? Let's get Galatians 5. Let's get Galatians 5 and 16. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. Right? These are all workings of the flesh. This is what America promotes. This is what the music promotes. This is what the award shows promote. This is what the TV shows promote. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. It's simple. But you got these women engaging in witchcraft so they can control their man, or to try to get a man. They ain't going to see the kingdom. They're going to be missile food. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Amashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. And look at this. When you check out the fruits of the Spirit, it don't take much. It don't take much to fulfill the fruit of the Spirit. But when you check out the flesh, look at all of those characteristics of the flesh. That's a full-time job, man. So, the scriptures is guidance. The scriptures is guidance. The scriptures, are here to increase our faith, provide a hedge, you know, because the times that we're living in, it has never been recorded, nor is it known to man. The scriptures say how in Habakkuk how the prophecies were not going to tarry. It shall surely come. So we in that time now to where these prophecies is not tarrying. The Lord has sent those plagues that can't be brought back. So we have to take this serious. We have to take this truth very serious. Move with a sense of urgency. When them titles, come to mind, when them ideas come to line to do these shows, do these lessons, do it. Do it. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. With that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom.